All right, welcome in everyone. Welcome in. I hope you guys are excited for the return of the Obra Dinn. Let me just make sure everything is running here real fast. Sorry, the music stopped. All right, just had to make sure we were looking good. All right, so I hope everyone is doing well. This is, of course, our Thursday stream. I'm excited to play Return of the Obra Dinn. So what we know so far is we know that there was some kind of illness sometime after the ship set sail, right? And it was starting to take the lives of some of the crew member. It took the lives of like 3 of the Indian crew, I think, maybe 4. But they succumbed to some kind of illness. Then fast forward a good bit, because that was chapter 2, and then chapter 8 is the doom, when the kraken attacked the ship, and the kraken started taking out the lives of the people defending the ship. And then the captain did something, emerged from his cabin, and the kraken just went away, right? We don't know what that something was. But then after that, there was a mutiny. And that's what led into the final chapters, or the final section, where like the last 4 crew members, including the captain, were alive. And then of course the captain ended up killing himself at the end as the final death. So we're going to go ahead and hop in now, and we're going to see what else we can figure out about these deaths. So let's go ahead and get started. We have solved 9 fates. I kept saying 12 last time, but it was actually 9. So I can't count. So all right. Okay, so there is one thing that I did look up. Did some research on different nationalities and their tattooing history, if you will. And I think that the tattoo guy, I believe, is in fact the Frenchman, which should be the bosun's mate. Yes. So I think he is the Frenchman. Why do I think this? Because supposedly, French sailors were known for tattooing their bodies like this. Maybe not, but it also said that when we talked to investigated the bosun's death, he said his mate, the bosun's mate, was torn apart. And if you flip through part 7, I said part 8 before, if you flip through part 7, nobody else was torn apart. So 2 things seem to point to the fact that that was the Frenchman. So now we're going to look around a bit and see what we can find out. So there was some shenanigans going on back here, of course, but I don't know if that's going to help us. Now, we do know that during the 2nd chapter, there was some kind of illnesses that were going on. All right, can we open this? This goes to here. All right, what's through here? Anything in here? Okay, so we have actually been in there, I think. The doors are gonna close because we're on a ship and it's rocking. So, I mean, that makes sense. We can go up. We cannot go further down yet. That was the cow's death right there. And then all around here is like where the sickness was taking place, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, because these were like the sick bodies, right? I think this is where they were investigating, like where the doctor was, right? I think this was like the doctor's quarters. But we can't really see anything there, so. Alright, so let's head out. What about here? Have we checked here? Anything? I don't see anything. Alright, there is a hatch down here, but I don't think we can get down there yet anyways. All right, so we have investigated both of these deaths, but we may need to investigate them some more. Let's see if there's anything else up here that we need to see about. So this is where all of the... Actually, I do have an idea. Let's go up here. Have we seen all of these? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we've seen everything up here. We cannot open this one yet. It's locked still for us. We've seen that one, and I think these are just... There's nothing in here we can look at. So I bet there's going to be an interesting story in that one. We have found these deaths up here. Okay. And we really need to try and identify some more of them, I think. This guy was... Who are you again? I forget. We may have to... We may just have to dive back in, perhaps. But if we're going to do that, I want to start down here. This was the mess with the cannons. Do I know who you are? You are the... I think I have figured out a lot of this stuff. Not necessarily all of it. That's okay. We can figure out more. And this was you. Which I think he was a mutineer. I really think he was one of the mutineers. Can I open the door? Nobody's in here. And we've checked all of these before. I just... Sometimes new things appear. I just want to make sure that nothing new has appeared since we last explored. It does not appear like it has. So... Let's go ahead and head down. And... Let's start with the sickness. A bitter cold. So I think we've pretty much figured out what went on here. We have the Russians here, right? So we said you were William... Let me see. Have we actually correctly identified you, I wonder? I don't know. I think we're still trying to figure it out. And we were basing it on their bunk numbers, right? We have a 10 there. 54. All right, so let's look. Let's look and see what we've got. This one was correct because it's written in the book. That one's correct. All right, so I think we've pretty much done. There was 3 deaths. And we've pretty much... Wait. 1, 2... Does the cow count for the 3rd one? Maybe. I mean, that's a little weird. But it could be. Alright, so can we do anything else? We can't, like, go in there. We were able to identify you guys, right? Let's see. Okay, so we don't know you. We should know you. First memory perished. We don't know who attacked him. Actually, we might. All right, so we've identified some more people. We may be able to make some further progress with this. So I think we're going to go through the door and go back to the escape, maybe? Because I think we pretty much identified all of those guys. So let's go up top and see if we can't solve some of this stuff, right? All right, so let's pay attention. This was part 3 of 6 of the escape.
Let them go.
Okay, so she clearly shot him. This was who now? This was the guy we know. Okay, so he was shot by a lady. Which lady? We don't know. We should be able to figure out who she is. She escaped. But there's not an escaped, right? She's alive, but we don't know where she went. Because you have to say where she escaped to. Okay. We don't know you yet. Or, wait, do we? No, we do know you. You're the surgeon. Okay. So the surgeon escaped. And then, who else? Who are you? I'm not sure who you are. And I think there's the other lady is down there, right? Can I get a view of her? I can't get a good angle at her. Yeah, I can't really get at her very well. All right. Let's go ahead and look at your fate again. This happened just prior to the other guy getting shot, and he's the one who
Move quick.
stabbed this guy. Okay, so if we're correct, then you got killed by Leonard, whatever his name was, right? If we're correct about the other guy. If we're correct. But let's see. How many fates do we have? So we have one possibly correct fate. We still got to figure out who that is. We don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. We need to see your fate. Where was your perished in escape part 6? Alright, so what happened there then, I wonder? Alright, let's go out. I bet it's one of the ones that's on the top deck, right? So let's see. We think we know your 2 fates for the most part. Remind me of your... I feel like you're the one that's caught in the rope. Like your leg is still actually caught in the rope. You're who now? Let's go ahead and look at this guy, because I don't remember. Okay, this one's the Doom, so we went too far forward. Alright, so you're the one who was exploded. So that's not really what we want to do. Who are you? You're... Oh, wait. You're the one I want to find out. You were knifed and, perished in the escape part 6. Yeah, you're the one I want to figure out. I feel like we need to trace his memories. Okay, so let's check. Let's follow this guy's memories. Let's show the memories on the deck map. Where did we start? We started what? Right here? Did we? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Unless it was even lower. Okay, so I think we started here in the Doom. Then we went to part 6, part 7. And then we came down here to part 1 of the escape. So let's start here. Let's trace them through, right? All right. What happened here? Sir Lou's cannon. She's healing over. Find your footing. Okay, so this was down below. So really, we need to be below deck to find out what happened, right? Oh, I didn't even see you guys, like, with all the guns and stuff, trying to carry them up. Okay. Because I know you're the one who is tied to him, and we think... Where is your body? We think... We think we know who you are, right? We think you're the brother of that other guy. Which one is the question? What was the last name again? Was it Peters? I think it was Peters. So we have a seaman and a seaman. Do we think it's Samuel Peters or do we think it's Nathan Peters? I don't know. I feel like it's one of them. And I'm not sure if that's correct or not. We're going to guess at that. It could totally be wrong. But it said something about being tied. It wasn't his fault, right? When they were in the escape. Okay, so then we went over. You were involved here also in this guy's death, I believe. It said part 7, right? All right, so where were you at? You were... This is, okay. Was this who I'm looking for? I'm not sure. Who are you? Okay, you were clubbed by the captain, okay. We should know who you are, though, by now. Apparently, we should know who you are. And you're who? Another unknown person that we should know. Like, we should know all of these. Okay, so you were the bosun. And you're throwing a gun to you, who we still don't know. Okay, we think you're Linnet. We think. We got, like, so many people out here. Can I see who those are? Can I get close enough to analyze them? Because they were clearly lost at sea, whoever they are. I don't know who you are. I really want to figure out a way to see these guys. I wonder if there's a step just after. We know you. No, we don't know you. Okay. We looked at you. Yeah, you're someone we should know, but we don't know yet. So I think you must be the guy, right? 10 memories. Yeah. Okay, so this is the guy we're looking at. You were just here. All right, so let's look at this memory. This is number 7. No, yeah, number 7. So your first one was part 5, below deck. We can look at that one too. I don't think there's any words here. Yeah, there's no words here. He just happens to be here. Okay. So let's go back through the door. We still haven't even, I don't even know, have we even discovered all the parts of the Doom yet? Let's go below decks. And let's examine what we can. So I think we need to go back to the cannon mess. The Miss O'Cannons. We looked at. Right? Is this... Yeah, this is he's one that got... All right, he's one that got crushed by the cannon. Part 5. This is the part we want. All right. Good, 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 good.
You're loose, cannon!
Okay. So he sounded Scottish. All right. So unknown soul. Can we find a Scottish person? It didn't sound Irish. Could it be Timothy? Maybe. Is there another Scottish? I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, we have somebody wrong, if that's so, because we don't have a correct. Something's not correct. So let's look and see, because we have 3 potentially fully identified fates, and somebody is not getting correctly identified. So let's see. So who else can we say? Do we know who you are? You disappeared in the doom. Soul appears in one memory. What is your memory? Martin? Oh, wait. Oh, maybe. I wonder. Is he Martin? Let's see. Who's name? Third mate? I don't know. Let's see. I'm not sure. That whoever she was talking to is definitely the third mate. But as far who that is, I'm not sure. We may go back and look at her memory though. Actually. All right. But I should know who you are, is the thing. So I don't know if that's correct or not. Let's go ahead and look at your memory and see. All right, so this is part 3. Okay, so crushed by a beast. I think, don't we have that one actually correct? Yes, we have that one actually correct. So we knew that one. And you guys were very obviously blown up. I should know who you are. But I don't know. What memories are you in? You're just in the Doom, right? Or part 2, part 3. Are you like down here in any memories? You're in here. Bitter Cold. I think, isn't he the guy playing cards? And there should be a 4th memory, right? Where's the 4th memory? I'm not sure. Because it said he was in 4 memories. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then part 4, the Doom is where he dies. Blasted. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he got, yeah. So we'll have to, I don't know. We're supposed to know who he is, but I'm not sure. It was just saying the fuse. Yeah, the fuse got lit. And then they got blasted to absolute smithereens. Alright. You guys are clearly working hard here. Do we have your identity correct? We do. Okay, so, and you are what position? A seaman. You're just a seaman. We think you're okay, and we think we know who you are, but we're not 100% sure. I mean, I think that's who it is. But again, we've got lots of stuff to investigate and figure out. I want to go check out the captain's wife's memory again. Because she called somebody Martin. And we have narrowed down a good number of people. So maybe we can figure out who this Martin was. I think there's probably only one Martin, and even if there's not, it's going to be someone higher up, right? Because the captain's wife isn't going to be, like, schmoozing with, like, the lowly people. So let's go back to her memory, to her fate, and let's see. Maybe we can get an idea. Okay. Okay, so he told her to come here. She's facing this way. Does that mean that you are Martin? Are you Martin? Maybe? Maybe. I mean, you are standing here with the captain. That does kind of make sense. First mate. I mean, it would make sense. I think that could be. Because isn't he also involved in the, he's also involved in the mutiny, right? Alright, we think you're Paul Moss. Okay. We don't know about you ladies. I wonder, let's see. There's only a couple of ladies, right? Emily Jackson. I wonder if she's married. Like, she looks like an older lady. Do we have somebody else named Jackson? Is she married to someone? Let's see. Let's just look through the list real fast. We have unknown. Like, what even? We have unknown people. Unknown topman. Unknown steward. Yeah, I don't see... We're just gonna kind of... We're gonna make a educated guess. And we're gonna say... Because there's only a couple of ladies. So we're just gonna... We might have them backwards. But we're just gonna say them too. For now. Do we know who you are? We still don't know who you are. You're still trying to deal with your friend. What about you? Who are you? We should know who you are. I'm not sure. We might have to do some more investigating. We don't know you. This is supposedly the bosun. Okay. I guess if the bosun is up here, it makes sense that the bosun's mate is here. And he wouldn't have necessarily noticed if he's involved on the opposite side of the ship, right? I mean, kind of makes sense. Who are you? I don't... We should know who you are. I'm not sure. We should know who you are, but we don't. let's see. Is there anything else we can figure out from here? We can't go up the stairs. Can we go up these stairs? We can't get up there because, like, the waves are crashing over the sea. All right. We don't know who you are. So clearly, and you're Paul, we think you're Paul Moss. So clearly, this would have to be Martin. Clearly. Okay, so in that case, let's look at your memories, because I think he killed someone. Let's show your memories. The Doom, I think it was something during the escape, right? Maybe? We have Bitter Cold. Or maybe? Because he didn't die here. Part 2, The Doom. Part 5. He's kind of involved all over, right? Or maybe we haven't discovered his death yet. I mean, I'm not seeing a whole bunch of pathways here, right? We just see that it went here. Okay, so then we're missing some memories with him. Okay. I mean, I think we know who Martin is, though. That might help. We're attempting to identify more people. I don't think we need to do any of these guys. We already know all their fates. What can we do we want to look at his again? I thought his was the one that was caught up in the rope, right? I thought this was him, but maybe not. What was his fate? This was part 1 of the Doom. So this was the very beginning of the Doom.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
Okay.
No cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Huh? Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Okay, so let's actually look at this. Who is calling who? Okay, Let Me On is the one who... Okay, so the guy who dies here, he is a Dane. Denmark. I think that's the only one from Denmark, right? So it has to be him. Yeah, I think it has to be him. We just don't know who killed him. So let's make a guess. One of the brothers. We thought the other guy was Samuel. So let's say that this guy is Nathan. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe this is Samuel. I don't know. Then maybe we don't have the right brothers. Is there any other brother on board? Let's take a look at the last names. Because we saw Peters, right? Wait. Yeah, because we saw Nathan and Samuel Peters, right? Anderson, James, Lanky, was that one? I don't think so. Are there any others that are in common? Nothing is jumping out right away. I think those are the only ones. All right, let's just say it's Nathan, because I really don't know. We could say maybe you're Nathan, but I really don't know. We'll just guess for right now. And then who are you? We don't know. We don't know you. But yeah, you were definitely clubbed by that guy for sure. And I really think that's one of the Peter's brothers. Now the question is, why are they getting off? This is before the Kraken attacked. But yet clearly he is trying to escape the ship. Something is weird going on here. Oh wait, but it has to be, so then you are not right because this happened after the ropes. What happened with the ropes? We don't have anything prior to this. I keep getting mixed up on that, to be honest. We don't have anything with ropes prior to that. Because I think the only other thing we have is sickness, right? Yeah, it's just succumb to a tragic illness. Yeah, so whoever it is, okay, so in that case, you then are not the brother. Okay, so you then are not Samuel Peters, because by this point he would have already been dead. Can we tell who you are from where you're standing? I don't know. You're back here with some midshipmen. Are you maybe a midshipman? How many midshipmen are there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And then an unknown one. I feel like I've heard the name Thomas. Let's trace your memories, because I'm curious. Show the memories. Alright, so you were down here doing what? This is where you died. And before that, you were here. Never been on a farm, Charlie. We could go look at the cow memory and get there. I'm curious. Maybe... Let's go look at the cow death. That might give us some more information. And over all this, go back down to the orlop deck. All right, and then let's look at this one. I guess that does count as the third death. I mean, I wouldn't have thought so, but.
Hit her here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
That sounds Irish.
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Charlie?
Mind your shoes now.
Okay, so the one in charge, I think, is you. I think you're the Irishman. How many Irishmen do we have? So probably you're this is probably you. If you're in charge of killing the cow, you're most likely the butcher. That actually makes a lot of sense, even if we didn't have... Yeah, okay. I think more likely you're the butcher than that you're either of the other two options. All right, and you... Okay, do we have you identified correctly? I think we haven't figured out how you die, right? I think that might be the issue. So we don't know how you died yet. We've only seen you in literally this one memory. Okay. So you're here. You're helping hold down the cow. Midshipman. Hit her here. Who? I'm curious. Who could you be if... is there like a butcher's assistant? No. So I'm not sure who you would be. Supposedly we know who it is, but I'm not sure. But you're the guy that I'm curious about. But this memory is not telling me anything. So let's see what other memories you were in. That one doesn't seem to help. And then from there, you were on part 5. Crushed by a loose cannon. Okay, so we need to go to the loose cannon memory. I mean, we've been there before, but let's go there again with the intention of tracking down this guy. Why do you have a monkey on your shoulder? I think he escaped, but I don't know where is the thing. He was on that boat, I believe. With the ladies. Alright, so let's go up a level. And check out the cannon crush again. I feel like we're making progress. It feels a bit slow right now, but I think we're making some important deductions, you know? Like, we're figuring it out. Little bit by little bit. We obviously still have some wrong stuff. Okay, so now let's find the guy in question. You're the Russian. What happened there? That was after it exploded? Maybe? Perhaps. Actually, I kind of want to check out that one under there in just a minute. I want to find this other guy, though. Okay. There you are. So you're, like, doing nothing, though. Like, what do you have? You have bottles? What are you trying to... I don't understand. Bottles? Because you came from over here? Maybe? I am unsure what this is supposed to tell us. But, I mean, we'll figure it out. I can't tell if those are like bags or bottles. I'm not sure. Because there is this role called a purser. Is that like somebody who handles the money? Let's look in the glossary. Purser. Administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions, manages small items store for a crew. I kind of wonder if that might be you. Maybe? Let's see if we do that. Where is purser? Oh, it's right there. Duncan. Maybe? I don't know. That doesn't feel right. I don't think he had a Scottish accent. I'm not sure. I think let's take that one off. Because I'm really not sure on that one. Let's change you back to unknown. Alright. Now, I want to look at your death. What happened with you? Part 3 of the Doom. Okay, so this is the one where they're trying to fire. And he got crushed. Right. So before that, though, there was some stuff going on over here. I need to go back to the previous... Wait. Or not? No, because you guys weren't even down here, right? You really moved to the other side there. Because he was over here the second time, right? Who are you? Is there like some kind of like cannon helmsman? Gunner? Austria. Poland. I feel like these are just gonna be normal seamen. And I'm not sure. I'm not necessarily hearing any voices jump out at me. And I don't see anything in particular about your clothing. Although you look like you're nicer dressed, right? Not you. You look like you're nicer dressed. So I feel like you're some kind of officer that got exploded. But we can't tell who you are yet. If we look at the words on this. Move by hands, aim, level, ready, no, belay, spark. I wonder. That kind of says to me that maybe, I mean, could it be gunner? I'm not sure. Let me look up what gunner specifically says. Military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. Maybe? Carpenter, tradesman responsible for maintaining integrity of the ship's wooden structures. So they did say they were taking the guys to the carpenter in the part 2. Okay. So this was which part now? Let me go back. Wait, you're the one. We need to look at you. You're the one getting crushed here. All right, you perished in part 3. This is part 3. What were we in before? Part 5? Maybe? I think so. All right, let's go back to part 5. Was that this one? No, this is part 4. Okay. This is right after the cannon shot. Yep, it's about to go off. Okay, so you were definitely shot. And then the other guy, I think, is nowhere even around. Did he get like blown through the wall, I wonder? I don't know. There's a top hat there. Alright, you are... Let's look at yours. This was the part I was at before, I think. Part 5? Nope, this is back to part 3. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Alright, alright. No, actually, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So let's go out again. So I don't want to go to the... I want to go to the one I was at before. The part 5. Where was that one? Was that yours? Okay, so this one happened. Okay, so first they tried to light the cannons, and the kraken grabbed the cannon after they lit it and blew those other 2 guys up with the cannon, and then this guy gets crushed. Okay, we're understanding the timeline of events a little bit better. Who are you? All right, we need to get our bearings so we can see. I think that's the guy who got crushed by the kraken. You're the guy that got crushed by the kraken. We don't even see the other body. He clearly was killed, but I think he was just obliterated. And we still have these bottles here. Like, what is up with that? I'm not sure. All right, who are you? We think you're Martin. All right. Okay. We think you are Leonard. Shot by a cannon blast. Don't know who you are. All right, are there any other deaths down here I can look at? This is part 5. So, there is a part 6. This was on top, though. Part 7, part 8. Okay, so we do actually have all of the parts of the Doom. Bargain we cannot look at. So, yeah, something happened with the bargain. And then there's escape. We need to... Let's see. So how did we get... I think we got there. Okay, I know how we got there. To the escape. I think we need to investigate the escape a bit more. That was when we went through the doors on the cruise quarter, right? What's back here? This was where we found that guy. Can we... I guess I have to do this to be able to see. This was part 2. Okay. Because we hadn't discovered all of the Doom. Let me see if I hear anything here. This was him going to the bathroom. Right. I forgot. He's... What an awkward situation to get captured by a kraken in, man. You're just like, I'm going to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden you die to a kraken. Like, imagine the epitaph there. That's gonna be horrible. Okay. Yeah, like, clearly he was going to the bathroom. That was the artist, right? Yeah, that was Edward Spratt. Alright, so... Okay, first mate steward. Alright, so you're getting food. Alright, for the first mate. Okay. So I think a steward is specific to the mates, right? Like first mate, second mate, third mate. They each have their steward. And then you guys are doing what? Do we have that? We're not sure that's correct. Now, you're carrying food for the third mate. Maybe that means you... Maybe that means you are actually... Okay, is there... let's see. Third mate steward. Maybe you're actually this guy. It was. Alright, we got 3 more fates. Let's see who we got correct. I'm so curious. Okay, that was Paul Moss. Nice. And we were correct about who killed him, too. Okay. Nice. Okay, so now that we know those 3, we can actually go back and correctly identify their murderers now. So that's huge. All right. So that was in the escape, right? All right, we know you were killed. Okay, so we were correct. Leonard was that guy, which means the other, we can actually go visit him because there was 2 Russians. The other one is going to be the other Russian, right? You were shot by somebody. He's shot by the lady. We don't know, but we do know that that's who that is. As soon as we figure out who the lady is, we can figure that out. Let's see, who else? Don't know who you are. Tell Pete's mother? Pete's mother. Pete's mother. Pete who? I want to check that out. I'm curious. Pete's mother? Let me see. Let's look and see if who Pete is. Do we have any Petes? Peter Milroy. Okay. So then in theory, you would think it was somebody named Milroy, but we have Emily Jackson. So maybe not? I don't know. All right. So you are, in fact, Roderick Anderson, third mate steward, crushed by a loose cannon. Okay. Which means you are, in fact, Martin. We don't know how you died yet, though, but we know you for sure. Okay, so there was some other deaths that I wanted to check out. Do we have all these correctly identified? We should know who you are. Clubbed. We should be able to figure out who you are. What memory? You're in so many memories. Man. He just was going all over the place. What did we have? So we had you were down here in the bitter cold. Part 6, escape. I feel like we should probably check that one out again. Because I think in these other ones, he's just working, right? Escape. Yeah, I feel like we should go check out the escape one, too. All right. And then, all right. So we know everyone, but that, well, technically we know who it is. But we know all of the incidents in that one except for that one guy. All right. So you were clubbed by Nathan Peters. Okay, so Nathan Peters is that guy. I got it. Let's see. So 100%. Where are you? You. Yes. Okay, so you are definitely Nathan Peters. Good, good, good. Who else? We knew that one. We're not sure about this one. Roderick Anderson, we figured that one out. That was the second one. Still don't know who this is, though. And this one didn't come across as correct. So maybe he's... I feel like he's still gotta be that. I don't know. We could be wrong about him. Nathan Peters. He escaped. But where did he go? I don't know yet. All right. And then was there one more? I don't think we did all of these guys. So what was the other one that we figured out then? One, 2, and then who was the third one? There was one more fate that we had figured out. 3. Okay. So it was that was the third one. All right. So now we have some more confidence. I want to go to the escape and start investigating that. How did I... Wait, what is... Where am I? Oh, yeah, this was the artist. I was so confused about where I was. We want to go... If we can get there. I guess we'll walk over the cannon. Because we want to go... Can we open any of them? We can, I think. But let's open this one. It's not this one. It may not be any of these. Might be on, like, the other side. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so this one we can trace back a little bit better. We have more information. Let's see if we have more information. Let's listen very carefully. This is the last part of the escape.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, Bring the surgeon's kit!
Alright, so you are the first mate, and I'm just curious. I guess we can't find out where he was from. Alright, so Pete's mother, that he tried to pull him back. I'm curious, are you the one involved in the rope incident? Let's see. Show the memories. So, up here, the rope incident. This one. That's what I want to see. Get to the main bit. Who are you? You're that guy. Alright. We're trying to trace specific memories. So let's go ahead and exit this one and go back up to the deck. I want to see if that guy is the one that was at the other end of the rope. Because if so, we know who died in the explosion, right? I think. So let's go see. Was this one? So let's see. I don't need to see the details. I just want to... Oh wait, it wasn't this one.
Bloody
It wasn't that one.
How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget.
I'm curious. Does it say where they're going? Because my brother wasn't his fault. Okay, yeah, it doesn't say where they're going. I was just curious if it might have said where they were escaping to, but it does not. Let's check this one. This is the one that I thought, right? Part 6 of 8. Okay, so are you the guy? Yes. Okay, so that means you are somebody named Pete. Let's look. I think there might be only one, but let's see. Pete. Peter Milroy? I think. Yep, I think that's right. I think you're Peter. Now let's go back. So I feel pretty confident about that one. We're gonna go back to the escape and get some more information. We are learning lots. I'm not confident about Tattoo Guy because we didn't get him marked correctly. I mean, we're gonna keep trying with it, but he might be somebody else. If we feel confident about another fate, we might try some trial and error with him.
You're cut.
Okay, so
Leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
all right, so we don't know who you are,
Tell Pete.
but you were the first mate. Is it possible you're the first mate by an unknown attacker?
To pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself.
Okay.
Bring the surgeon's kit.
Yeah, I think... Do we know that you're Brennan? Yes, you are Brennan. Bring the surgeon's kit. You're part of that conspiracy, right? So let's see what happened here. You just bludgeoned somebody, which was... let's try you. I don't remember if this was the guy who got bludgeoned. This was... Okay, so we skipped a part. The other guy was the escape, I think.
Captain Cannon. You have a plan? Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard.
No!
Okay. So... Who are you? Clubbed. Okay, so you were clubbed by Brennan. We don't know who you are yet. But you were the guy who was clubbed. You were shot. Not sure who was calling for who. And this is when you're going over here. Okay. So we need to go back even more. Let's see. Brennan is getting ready to head down there. The captain is distraught. You're dumping the body over. Okay, let's go ahead and visit this memory. Because I think this might be back one more. Yes, part 3. Okay. Alright.
Let them go.
Okay, this is the one we've seen. Alright. Okay, yes, you are Leonard, for sure. Let them go. William. And Brennan. Okay. So they're trying to get off the ship. Before we do anything else, what are you doing? Okay, you're one of the final mutineers. Alright, let's go back down below ship and see what is happening here. Alright, you are the one who gets his head blown off. And you are chasing this guy. Okay, so I don't know who you are. We can't identify you yet, so... And we don't know who you are. You're the guy who gets clubbed. Alright, yeah, so you come out here. Is there talk about mutiny? I don't know. But we see what's starting to go on there. Alright, yeah, so you just got stabbed by this guy. And then the next one, you're crawling to it. You end up getting confronted. I don't know. He gets his head shot off by the guy in there, right? Or by, I don't know. Yeah. Alright, let's go back over here. Let's investigate the next body so we can go back one more step. And backtrack it just a little bit more. Alright, escape 2.
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last punch.
Yeah, so that, we know that he was Paul Moss. And we know who you are. Shot with a gun by you, which we don't know who you are yet. We could say Emily Jackson. I mean, maybe. Let's just say it. Why not? Oh, wait, there's another one. Oh, wait, yeah, that's a wife. We can say Emily Jackson. I mean, it could be wrong. We could have the ladies backwards. That's definitely the surgeon. And then you, when we get to her, I can't seem to get focus on her. You're that guy, I don't know who. And I cannot get focus on that lady at all. Anyways, let's go back below deck and see what's going on. So Brennan's coming from over here. This is the first mate, right? William, yeah, William Hoscott. Okay, so they're both running up there to help with that kerfluffle. Down below deck, what do we got going on? So this is, okay, so you're sitting here. Oh, you're eavesdropping. Okay, so you are not a mutineer. It said a new person, though. So you're a new person. Somebody young. And you're not Samuel Peters. We know that. Okay, so we need to listen out. This guy that got knifed is the one that's calling for mutineers. All right, we don't know you. This is, yeah, that's the bosun. And then we don't know who you are. But you guys are sitting here listening to this. And then this will be part 1 of the escape, right? Part 1. Can we identify anything else from here?
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The that. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that. Does that lived for nothing?
And then he died. So I don't think he was talking. I think it's these two that were talking. I think he had the young English sounding voice, right? Like, I don't know who you are, but you had the young English sounding voice. You had the other voice. Okay. Captain. No, that's first mate. Okay, so first mate's coming out of there. Wait, first mate. Okay. And this was you. Okay, so you were coming from down there. All right. All right, so now let's go back. What was it like? It was like the 3rd or 4th one, I think. It was the 2 bodies on the ground. Yeah, we gotta start with his and go back. But I think we're just gonna skip it.
You're cut.
We did this one before. Let's do this one just so we can hear it all.
I'll stay away.
And see. See if there's anything new we learn. Oh, wait, no, we did that one before. Oh, my God. Okay, so we did it. All right. I'm going to actually redo that before we get too far back. We're going to go and do the right one. Because I swear I thought I did the left one before, but I guess not. All right. But we'll do this one then.
You're cut.
There we go. If it says, I was about to say, if it says 4 again, I'm gonna like table flip.
What's all this, you damn fool?
Okay. Alright, so you shot him for some reason. You clubbed him. I don't know why. And you're the first mate. Alright, Brennan is... Who is Brennan again? Brennan is just a seaman. Okay. So, he shot him. Let's listen to this one more time. This is also the one I think we want to listen to, right? Or this is the next one, I think. Part 3.
King off. Captain Cannon first.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade regiment.
I think that's the old guy.
Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard.
No!
All right. Are you the one that was listening? I don't know. I thought it was a different one. These two. Okay, so you're that guy. And wait, we have that guy and that guy. Okay, okay. So this guy and this guy. All right, we got to go back again. I know we're tracing it back a few times. All right, so yeah, you're the guy that was listening, right? Let's remember him standing next to that guy. And let's go back a level. All right. I don't even care about this stuff, so we're just gonna skip it. So I can go, I wanna go back down and see what's going on here. Because I think this is where the guy is eavesdropping. Nope, he's running. Okay, so yes, this guy. You're chasing after him. You end up clubbing him. No, you end up shooting him. You stab him. All right. Let's go forward one more iteration. All right. I don't know if we can identify him or not, but we're gonna try. All right. Let's see. So yes, now you're eavesdropping. Yes. So he is not the mutineer. He's listening to these guys. You're the one that says you should go. I don't know. Take the ship and go east. Because he's dead by this point, right? You said take the ship and go. You say take the ship and go east. That's what he is overhearing, right? And then he calls mutiny. You come out and stab him, and then you two tussle for some reason, and you accidentally shoot him or purposely shoot him. I don't know. But then whatever, Brennan then, or no, Holscott, I think. No, Brennan. Brennan comes and clubs you for some reason. So, all right, where was the next body? Oh, I think it was the other guy. That's fine. So we'll go all the way back to the beginning and see what's going on. So there, he's eavesdropping. And then this is just talking about his mate, right? Yeah, so they're just sitting here talking. Right. Okay, and then he's not there yet. He was coming up. So before that, somewhere before that, he came up from the orlop deck. Okay, so I want to take one more look at. We got a pretty good idea of what happened. So the bosun was taken down to the hold, basically, or whatever, the little room in there. And so you are, let me see. You were the guy that was stabbed then. Yeah, so you were the one that was stabbed.
No, you're cut. Don't leave me.
Okay. Could it be that you're the first mate steward? Or wait, who are you? You're the first mate.
Tell Pete's mother.
Could you be the second mate? I don't know. I feel like, like one of these is going to be mates. We have the captain, first mate, third mate, because we are correct about him, I think. Yeah, we were correct about him. Third mate, steward. And we're right about, are we right about you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're right about him. I think we're right. We don't know what his death was, but this guy, could he be the steward? Let's see. We already have a first mate steward, right? So that wouldn't really work. Ship steward, captain steward. I mean, it doesn't really help. We sort of know who he was knifed by.
You tell him yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Let's see. Don't leave me. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. So who could that be? I don't know. Whoever it was. William Hoscott was not originally involved in the mutiny, maybe? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like when the mutiny began. So yeah, I don't know who you are. That's clearly Brennan. He just got done clubbing him over the head. All we have in there is a corpse now, because these were the other two guys and then that guy. And they're all, you know, taken care of. Alright. And I can't open doors when I'm in this view, right? I don't know. I feel like we need to discover some more bodies somehow. But we have discovered an awful lot. I'm going to do a quick once-over on the ship to see if I have missed any bodies that we could explore. Like, I kind of want to go... Like, can we get down here? I don't think we can. We can't go in there. We could go in here. Yeah, we did do that. We found him. But we just cannot open that door, which is weird because it's... Oh, I mean, we can get to it from over here. So, I don't know. I guess it's just permanently locked. Alright, so we have all the people that were crushed by cannons. And we've checked these, but we'll check them again just to be sure. Nothing in here. I'm like almost certain that we're not going to find anything in these cabins. I kind of want to look at kind of want to look at the map, right? Actually, I wonder. I want to look. Okay, so let me see. Can we see the deck map? That's what I want to see. All right, so he's right here. Midshipman. Stewards are here. Okay, so then the bosun mate over there. First mate, second mate, third mate, fourth mate. Okay. And what is this? This is... I don't know what that's supposed to be. Main deck. Oh, captain's quarters. Yeah, they're up above. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Okay, purser's office down here. Gunner's store back here. Carpenter shop, surgery. Okay, so surgery's down there. There may be some more things that we could learn just from looking at the location of things also. All right, so we looked at all of these. There was nothing in any of these. Those are more of the cannon bodies. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's the I guess the galley. It's where the food is cooked. We can go down, and we will in just a second. I just want to check this. All right. So yes, this was first office, first mate's office, which was what he was coming out of. This was second, third, fourth. Okay, okay, okay. So if we see people coming out of those, you know, we might can do something about it also. All right, we got that body. Let's head down. We've really investigated all those bodies. These are both from the sickness, so that's not really going to help us. There's a single drop of blood there, which makes me wonder what's up with that. But I don't know. Like, why are there these drops of blood here? I don't know. Because there's nothing we can access back here, right? Well, maybe we can follow the blood. Because I actually didn't see this before. There's another body. Have we seen this body? Have we seen this body? I don't know. We must have, right? No, we haven't. What's going on?
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What? What's going on? So he got shot. Oh. What? What? What is that? That looks like some kind of crazy creature. What in the world? Oh, he shot it. All right, so you were shot. I don't know who you are, but you were clearly shot by him. And I think we know who you are. I'm pretty sure we know who you are. That's crazy. Who are you? Oh, we have so many people to look at here, man. Hey, Everett, why is there a giant spider on board? That's what I'm wondering. I'm so shocked about what we just saw there, man. We got a new chapter, though. We had to work hard at that. 11 others were present. Man. All right, well, we know clearly they got shot. Let's see. Shot by a gun. But I'm not sure who it is. And, yeah. So. Oh, man. So much stuff that we can investigate now. Oh, man. Why is there a giant spider down there? We're gonna find that out next time. I'm going to totally cliffhanger it here. We worked hard to find that out, man. All right. So we are definitely gonna cliffhanger it there. But that was a lot of fun. I love this game so much. It is so much fun. I felt like we were never gonna discover a new body, and then we did right there at the end. And now it's just like a whole world has opened up. It's going to be insane next time. So we will definitely be back to explore that. It's going to be lots of fun. Just exploring that whole deck, seeing what is up with the spider. So I don't even know. Obviously that guy, Oopsie, got killed. I'm sure that was not intentional. Why was he on the other side though? I couldn't really tell you. But he definitely got shot through the wall when they were aiming at that spider. So, but anyways, so we will be back here tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central. We're gonna play some I can't even talk. Oh my goodness, World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. So we're gonna be back playing in Classic. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then afterwards we are going to be playing the bridge. So we went through the bridge and we basically solved it, but now we're going to do it in reverse. So it's going to be all kinds of interesting. And let's see. I'm going to try and find some raids for everybody. I think first we're gonna find a raid for Rumble. Let's see. Let us see. Well, so I was talking about playing Season of Discovery, and here, in fact, is somebody playing Season of Discovery. So, Rumble, thanks for the follow, also. I appreciate it. We are going to be raiding, let's see, this is Sergeant Fitness. He is playing some Season of Discovery. So we're gonna go raid him. All right, and now let's see who we can raid for Twitch. Let us see. All right, this is gonna be easy. We have not raided Cole the Feeble in a while, and he is playing the Midnight Walk. So we're gonna go say hi to him. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate everybody, wherever you were watching from, and I hope that I will see you guys tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central for some more fun. So until then, guys, bye.